So my passion has always been both drawing and facilitating people collaboration. I'm a middle brother, so I've always been managing relationship with my family and my brother and sister. And I think from there it comes the passion to mediate and to make people's conversation easier. And over time I've always been drawing and illustrating and doing graffiti, so the passion for drawing, lettering, and putting together these inputs into creating a media that people can use to have better conversations combined into a passion. I think what we do with graphic facilitation is essential to today's world because the complexity that is out there in both relationships and conversation makes it much harder to create and find solutions. And I think graphic facilitation really helps to find those solutions, to define them, to see them out there, which makes it easier to translate them to facts and action. And so I think the complexity needs something that makes it simple, that transforms it into simplexity, and I think that's what really graphic facilitation is about. What brought me to this profession? About 17 years ago, I met the ASE, the Accelerated Solution Environments, that was led by Ernst & Young at the time, and they used the MG Taylor methodology to facilitate people's collaboration, and graphic facilitation was part of it. The way I got into it was more through graphic design, but as soon as I put my feet in the space with all this creativity and open space and inputs for ideas, I thought, oh, this is really what I want to do. And I remember for the first 10 events, I didn't understand what was going on, but I thought, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm not sure there's one meaningful experience for me. Each time I do an event or I scribe something, it's really meaningful for me. What I like about this job is that first of all, I'm able to do what I really like, which is drawing and listening and helping people. But secondly, is also that I learn a lot. And every event, it's a different topic. Sometimes they're the same, but still you understand and learn new things, which I find amazing in a world where work is often do something repetitively. And here there's a chance to learn and to create each time something new. And if I have to mention one meaningful experience, and one meaningful experience is the one that I came back from yesterday. We worked with the Lego Foundation to help develop the idea of learning through play for kids, which is a very interesting topic and I think something that we should all be passionate and think about. And we created a knowledge wall, we created a space for people to gather all their inputs from sessions and their outcomes. And the feedback that you get from people when you have a chance to be next to them and have conversations is really amazing. So that's meaningful. It's probably the most meaningful is the last one I did. How do I prepare for a program? Usually what I like to do is to have a conversation with the clients and understand what they want to achieve. So when they call us to come and do graphic facilitation or scribing, the first question I ask is why? Why do you think you need graphic facilitation? Why do you think you need visuals? What do you want to achieve? How do you want to communicate in a different way? And usually from that question starts a really interesting conversation that opens the client's eyes. That most of the times just see the illustrations and the beautiful colors and the composition, but they are missing the part that is most important, which is the translation into something that it's simple, it's easy to remember, and creates space for conversations. I was having a conversation yesterday with the clients after an event, and they said that they shared the fact that what we created actually achieved the best results in creating space for sharing what participants did in the events with other people that were not there. So really, I think for me, preparing for an event means understanding what it's about, what they want to achieve, and knowing a little bit about the context and the contents, but not too much. I'd like to know what we're talking about, but really leave a lot of space to the listening part. I think a good graphic recording is a graphic recording that captures the essence of a session. It's not something that captures everything. It's not necessarily something that is well drawn, but it's something that gives back to the participants the essence of what they listen to. I think the aesthetics and the look is important. I think consistency with colors and readability and the right letters is all important. It should be the base. But I think what's really important is that what we give back to the clients as a meaning for the clients, speaks to their language, speaks to their meanings. And I think that's the best gift we can do. I think there are a lot of graphic recordings that are beautiful and sometimes not necessarily rich in content. And that's where the listening part comes in, and maybe something is lost in the translation. I think there's no doubt that graphic facilitation is an art form. Art is expressing yourself and connecting yourself with others in a certain way, and I think graphic facilitation is the same. We create art because art is our passion and beauty is our passion, but we create it with a meaning and with a purpose, which is always give it back to the clients. I think that's one of the most valuable points about being a graphic facilitator and being conscious about graphic facilitation in general, which is you're not doing art for yourself, but you're actually creating art for others. And so it needs to be understandable, it needs to be useful for them, and it needs to have a meaning much more for them than for you.